I got this comment. Can you show us how you style your hair in this video? She's talking about this style with my deep waver. So if you want this tutorial, keep watching. For today, we're gonna use one product and one tool. So this is the Color Wow Style on steroids. This is a dry texture spray, but it's also a heat protectant. So we're going 2 for 1 today. And then my favorite, the Time Rovi. This is what's gonna give me these awesome beachy waves. We're sectioning our hair off because it's easier to do it in sections and it's easiest to start at the bottom and work your way up. So I'm gonna take my dry texture spray, and I'm gonna spray that all over my hair. Me personally, I'm gonna use this at 300 degrees and on the 4-second mark. So I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna crimp my hair, we're gonna hold it, and then at the 4 seconds, it's gonna beep, telling me to move the iron down my hair. Wait 4 seconds, and there's our first wave. So I'm gonna do the bottom. Now that that's done, we're gonna let this cool. We're not gonna touch it, and we're gonna take down another section of our hair. Take my heat protectant and dry texture spray and coat that next layer. On the bottom section, I held the waver so that the brand, the label was facing up. Now I'm gonna flip it upside down, and I'm gonna go this direction. This is gonna keep my waves having different patterns so they don't all flow together. And it's gonna give me a piecier, wavier look rather than just a soft wave. People always ask how I get my waves to look so separate, and this is how. I switch the direction of the iron. Now the mohawk section, or the top section of my head, I'm gonna do a little bit differently. So far we've been taking sections going up this direction. Now I'm gonna take them going this direction. And I'm gonna do that so that you don't see a crimp at the top of your style. I'm also gonna do a little back combing, because we want this to be high. Hold it for my 4 seconds. And the timing is going to depend on your particular hair, the temperature and the timing. The coarser or the thicker your hair is, the higher temp you're going to need and the longer you're going to have to hold it. It's different when you're using a curling iron, right? Because when you're using a curling iron, you're only heating up one side of the hair. When you're using a tool like this, you're sandwiching the hair and it's getting heat from both sides. So you have to be careful. You need less heat than maybe you think you do. I love using the Time Wow because it gives me awesome beach waves and it's fairly quick to use because you can take wide sections like this. It doesn't take very long to get through all of your hair. Now the bangs, we're gonna be careful. These are very, very fragile hairs. So we're gonna spray our protectant and I'm literally gonna hold this for a second. I'm not even gonna wait for the beep. These hairs just don't need a lot of heat, ladies. All right, and repeat that. Not a lot of heat, just a little crimp. People always ask how I get the waves around my face to be so soft. This is how. Now that we're all crimped and looking crazy, we're gonna let these cool completely.